2. I only intended to watch the telly for an hour or so and try to get some sleep. Things were, well, simply too exciting and frightening to turn the bloody thing off. I remember watching the September 11 attacks with my dad back when they happened. This was just as captivating, but the more frightening because it was happening just the other side of the mountains, here in Sydney. I looked down at my watch and realised that it was now well past midnight. I'd been watching TV for more than 4 hours. What I managed to learn exploded the way I thought of the world. My head almost blew up multiple times. I simply couldn't believe it. The situation in this bizarre dream was as follows. Australia was the last bastion of rebellion across Earth. I think I got the hang of the jargon and history as it was presented in the news reports and advertisements. Sometime in the past, I think the late 1960s, there was a heating up of the Cold War. I couldn't determine the outcome of that, but from that conflict, a third type of world order arose. What it looked like was a resurgence of fascism, which seemingly had taken the place of the US capitalist and Soviet communist systems. From what the newsreaders were saying, there was an outpost of rebels living in the region they called Outside. This outside, it seems, was on the other side of the Blue Mountains. I stood up and turned the telly off, went and had a shower, and then lay down on the granite bed. I closed my eyes and thought about my wife. Things weren't good when I left. I think she was getting ready to leave me. In any event, there was no familiarity for quite some time, and lying there, I couldn't recall the last time she'd said something nice to me. Now, I know that sounds like a wallow of self-pity, but it got me thinking that she probably wasn't going to miss me too much, and even then, we'd probably get over it pretty quickly. Sleep seemed to be just a touch too far out of reach. The bed didn't help, nor the strange situation I found myself in. Something bizarre must have happened. Either that or the busker club meal and my surroundings were just a result of the fevered dreams of the concussed. But everything seemed real. The bed was hard, the shower was hot, and the feeling of the rough towel on my back was oddly satisfying. Telly shows were real. The city was real. Different, true, but real. Eventually sleep took hold, and I remember being woken by a knock on the door.